Hey everybody, quick warning before you go into this comic. There is talks of rumors, pressure, and harassment in this episode. If that is not something that you feel ready to listen to or even want to listen to it, totally okay. Skip this episode. If you feel comfortable listening, let's dive in. He wasn't his best, Scott pushed. He rubbed the back of his head. How to explain this? Besides, he didn't... Despite Scott's efforts, he was stumbling. He had to believe William's words. William had promised that he hadn't hurt those kids. He had been horrified by it all. He'd been harassed on the streets. At the diner, he was bombarded with questions and death glares. People would cross to the other side of the street when they saw them coming. And then there was the silence, people refusing to speak to them at all. However, they were more than willing to talk behind their backs. The near constant glares, the hushed murmurs, along with the never-ending questions, it had haunted their whole lives. The pressure had been getting to William. He'd shut down at the slightest tonal shift. He used to ignore the harassers, and then he started yelling back. He was shy with customers. At home, he was warm with Michael, Isaac, and Daisy. He was gentle, as he always was. However, when it was Scott and William alone, it was never the same twice. A hot and cold mess. Sometimes William would shake in panic. Other times, he was cold and distant. Those were only rumors, Scott sighed. Those rumors had nearly destroyed them. But why bring all that up now? Scott didn't protect William then. But he could do it now. He could start now. He could do this. Those stories, those rumors, the missing children, all of that had changed William. Scott would do anything to bring him back to his true self. Even if that meant burying all of 1983 away. It's nothing to take seriously, he said. Scott turned away from Golden and Freddie. He buried his hands in his toolbox, hopefully shutting down that conversation entirely. However, Scott forgot who he'd been talking to. Golden Freddy had remained perfectly still. The bear's ears were pinched back, and Golden's eyes had narrowed down to the size of pinpricks. This would not stand. Hey everybody, LC here. I hope you guys enjoyed that comic. It was a lot heavier than I was expecting when I was writing this, but I did say I wanted to throw in some drama, I wanted to throw in some angst, because, my lordy, my phone guy, this man. Why did he not talk to a therapist about this? Why did he not process this? Why didn't he look at the signs? There were so many things with this man where I'm like, my dude, something is clearly wrong. When I was writing this chapter, I literally wrote, please do not ignore your trauma. Please process it. Scott did not do that, and now it is coming to bite him back in the ass. Don't be like Scott. Don't be like this phone guy. Not the Scott, the creator, the totally separate person. This version, this phone guy, who I named Scott, is fun. Don't do this. This man is about to get a fucking, not a, bad word. This man is gonna get a wake-up call, and he deserves it. This is also, I know I keep saying it, I love going back and exploring this aspect because Phone Guy did not believe that Purple Guy did anything. At least in this version of the story, he didn't believe that William did anything, which is a really interesting dynamic. Well, hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the comic, and I am really excited, guys, because the next one we focus on my all-time favorite boy, my lovely Golden Freddy. I hope you guys are ready, and I will see you next time on our lovely show. Bye!